Anyone who has researched John Lennon's bio knows that while he was a great artist, he probably wasn't the nicest person or the best husband and parent. It is already well-documented knowledge that John had an explosive temper and was prone to hissy fits. In a 1998 interview for The Mirror, John Lennon's son Sean recalled a strict dad who shrieked at him, refused to let him have sweets, and banned him from watching TV. Sean said, "He was a macho pig in lots of ways, and he knew it. I think his greatest achievement was recognizing that he was a macho asshole and trying to stop it. But I think it was hard for him to become a sensitive monogamist because he was a macho Liverpudlian." Sean also told Rolling Stone magazine, "In fact, when you asked about the memories, I didn't want to say it, but I have some less than happy memories too, of him screaming at me, you know. He definitely had a violent temper. He would get angry sometimes, and when he did, that voice that was soothing would become like a knife. I know he was a great guy, but he wasn't a god." Sean was also interviewed by a John Lennon biographer for yet another book on the former Beatle. Though Sean was only 5 years old when his father was murdered, he did supply some memories, some of them sweet and one of them rather disturbing. In fact, in the book John Lennon, The Life, penned by Philip Norman, Sean has claimed that his father once screamed in his ear during an angry outburst so loudly that it damaged his hearing and had to be immediately rushed to the hospital for treatment. Sean was quoted as saying, "He was teaching me how to cut and eat steak, which was a mystery to me at age 4, how to stick the fork in and cut behind it, and that was how you got a piece in your mouth." I think it was that night when he got very upset with me, I think because of something I did very cheekily with the steak. He did wind up yelling at me very, very loudly to the point where he damaged my ear and I had to go to the hospital. Sean has also admitted his father was mortified by his own actions, adding, "I remember when I was lying on the floor and hurting, and him holding me and saying, 'I'm so sorry.' He did have a temper." However, both John Lennon's widow Yoko Ono and his former Beatles bandmate Sir Paul McCartney have distanced themselves from the controversial book. It's not like Sean stating John had a temper is new news. Any hardcore Beatles fan is already aware of that side of John, but he tried to heal himself through meditation, art, and peace movement. He worked for world peace and for peace within. He aspired to peace, even if he didn't personally have it. Parenting is a tough gig, and we should not forget how much John adored Sean and stayed home to take care of him. Also, Sean states that his dad felt really bad after he yelled at him, and John actually went out of his way to treat Sean decently, and it seems he mostly succeeded. He was certainly one complex person. Musically, he was a genius. As an everyday person, he was not exactly the nicest man around. But he will always be an inspiration to many people in spite of that. His message was a good one, and we are all lucky that he had that gift, though it is sad to think of those that had to endure the most prickly side of Lennon in their personal lives.
Hello.
That was Ringo, folks.
Well, what can I say?
And goodbye
You
from all of
know.
us.
Well, this is Ringo. Everyone seems to have said everything here, so I'll just sign off by saying cheerio and best of luck from the Beatles.